I consider myself to be a creator. Pretty vague way to put it, but I always get joy out of brainstorming ideas and putting them to action visually for other people to watch and enjoy. This is why I made YouTube videos as a kid and why I decided to be a film student. One of my biggest passions has always been watching TV and movies and dreaming about my own ideas that I wanted to put on the screen.
Something we all experience is daydreaming about brilliant ideas that we know exactly how we want to execute. We daydream about them. We even take notes about them, but most of the time we eventually move on from them, and before you know it, you're ending up in the same cycle happening again.
It's a dangerous cycle to get into, and it still pushes us forward towards nothing. That feeling of being determined to follow through with an idea is inspiring. It gives you a burst of energy, but it's often very easy to move on from and be wasteful with your creativity. And we only have so much time to make these things happen.
For a long time, this is what got me out of bed in the morning. Like, I would wake up feeling like I had value with these ideas that I was having that I knew no one else had. But the only problem was work. Being a full-time student doesn't leave you a lot of time to be able to pursue your dreams on the side.
Many of us also work part-time jobs, which is another thing that leaves us more restricted.
But right now, we're living in a very different world. The same rules don't all apply. What I just told you isn't all true anymore, even though it seemed to be for the longest time. If you're passionate enough about anything, you can give it the time.
When COVID first hit, I was still busy. I was still taking the same classes I would have been taking on my campus, only it was from home. But this extra feeling of restriction was actually opening a door. COVID allowed for us to come to the existential realization of our fragile mortality and that the entire world, all of life as we know it, can be completely turned upside down and chaotic. The uncertainty and fear this situation instilled in me is what actually allowed me to take a step forward in the path I want to pursue. It encouraged me to take a leap of faith and start putting things together like this. It also encouraged me to start a business, learn how to make music, and get super organized like never before.
So what I'm encouraging you to do is essentially what I decided to do with this video. This was an idea that I had that I probably wasn't going to follow through with, but I decided, you know what? Why not? What is there to lose in filming this? So do that with your next idea.
COVID made me realize there is no better time to dive into your passions and dreams than the present. Don't tell yourself you're gonna wait for the right time, because that time may not come soon enough. But you have the power to decide that time is now. Start working out, start writing, start filming, start cooking. The key to finding your drive is by doing. Dreaming isn't enough. Here's something I like to do that really helps me. Even if you're on a schedule every day, every night before bed, write down a goal for tomorrow. It doesn't need to be big, and it should be something you're confident you can achieve. And every day, make those goals slightly bigger and allow them to work off of each other. If you can consistently tackle these goals, you will get a thrill out of your productivity. You'll feel like you can do anything, and you will eventually find your drive and keep going. Some days you'll throw in more goals. Sometimes you'll feel close to achieving one of your goals and you'll work overtime, but then you will get there and you'll be able to relax.
After watching this video, remind yourself what your goal is and write it down and hold yourself to it. Remind yourself every day what it is that you are ultimately working towards, and you will get there. It's fine to sometimes get caught up in other things as long as you are holding on to your ultimate goal at the same time. Not even a pandemic can hold you back.